Right, morning everybody, hope we're all fit and well, nobody's ill, injured or anything else. So we'll get ourselves set up as normal, so we're standing nice and tall, drawing that tummy in to engage the core, shoulders back, arms down at our sides, getting those feet set nicely under your hips. And we'll just wake up those senses as always, those little leans forwards and back. Catch your weight on your toes and stop just before you think you're going to fall backwards. That's it, just a few times. Just wakes us up, gets us ready to go. Take that little step if we need. That's it. Good, a couple more times. Just helps us find that balance point. Nearly gone again. And find that spot now where you stood nice and tall. So we're going to loosen up and that pelvis and find that neutral spine. So we're just going to tilt that pelvis under and back. So he's putting that little arch in the spine and tilting under, squeeze of the tummy. So hands either on hips, so you can have one hand front behind, whichever you find most comfortable. So it's just tilting through, get that little curve at the bottom of your spine. Our aim is it loosens up those joints at the bottom of your back. It helps you find a neutral spine position. That's good. A few more. Keeping those feet nicely under hips. That's it. One more. And then now we should have a nice neutral position. Should be nicely balanced with the spine set. And we're going to get your feet moving. That's it, pedaling those feet. Let your arms just naturally join in, walking arms. That's good. That's it, pedaling away. Those arms just gradually increase in range of movement. So we're lifting them slightly higher. That movement goes from the shoulder, not the elbow. That's it. And we're up to shoulder height with the arms. That's it. Good. Start to press one back as the front one comes up. Getting that stretch, and we're increasing that range of movement. Until we're all the way up and back. Good, a few more. Alright, so one more each way. And bringing that down. Good. So still standing nice and tall with those feet under hips. We're just going to raise the arms and open out and down. So we just press those arms just back. So you're starting to feel that stretch across your chest. That's good, a few more. So you can take a nice deep breath as we open out. Breathe out as the arms come down. That's it, excellent. Couple more. And bringing that down. Good, so we're still standing nice and tall. We're going to circle those arms now. So nice, big, wide circle, reaching out with those fingers. So you can be breathing in as we're coming up, breathe out as we come down. Breathing in, breathe out. So one more, and then we'll reverse. So taking that up and back, really big wide circles again. alternate which hand crosses over the top of the other one. So it just very slightly alters the angle of your shoulders. That's it. Good, couple more. And bringing that back down. Okay, taking a nice wide stance, getting the toes angled slightly out, very slight knee bend, hands on hips. I'm going to circle those hips around. The aim is to keep your head as still as possible, and those hips circle round underneath. That's it. Good, a few more. And then change direction. That's it. Good. That's it. And two more. One more time. And bringing that back into centre, bringing those feet back in. We're standing nice and tall. I'm just going to raise one knee, then the other. The aim is to keep yourself tall and still, moving as little as possible. We're going to gradually build this exercise. So a couple more, we're going to add in that knee open. So when we're going to raise, we're going to open, in and down. Up, open, in and down. Try to keep your hips pointing forwards. So we're rotating in that hip joint. That's it. Really good. Excellent. A few more times, then we'll add the next movement in. So we're going to add a squat in as well now. So next time as that foot goes down, we're going to squat, up, raise and open. We're getting all those muscles in the lower body working. A little bit of a balance test in there as well. That's good, well done. Keeping that going, a few more. Good, we'll take one more on each side. Last one. And bringing that back down. Okay, if you're not already at the end of your mat, just move yourself towards one end. We're going to start with those hands high and roll ourselves down. Let's take that down towards your feet, unrolling back up, stacking those vertebrae, bring it high. That's it, soften the knees if you need to protect that lower back. That's good. A few more. That's good. Two more. This time we're going to stay down low at the bottom and we're going to sweep around those feet. That's really good. Nice gentle semicircular sweep around your toes. Once more. And then we're going to unroll that back up. Let that blood come back down out of the head into the body. One more time down. This time it's hands onto the mat. We're going to walk it forwards, but we're going to drop down into that kneeling box position. So we've got hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to take it into that cat stretch. So head down, spine arches up. And then rotate through, back drops, head lift, bum sticks out, and back up. Head down, spine up. That's it. Good. Keeping it going a few more times. Really nice ease out of that spine. Excellent, couple more. Good, last one. Really arch it up. And take that down, head up. And sit back onto those heels. Give a really nice stretch in that child's pose. And relax it there. Okay, so slightly different format this morning. We're going to work in blocks of 3 exercises. You'll do an exercise on your front, one on your side, one on your back. We'll then repeat that block again for front, onto your other side, and then onto your back again. Then we'll move on to another block of 3 exercises. So your first 3, we're going to start with a basic Superman, onto your side for a single leg lift, and then it's over onto your back, and we're going to start in our tabletop with a single leg extension going forwards. If you find that difficult, we can do a leg slide along the floor. I'll demonstrate them as we get to each one as well. So we're going to start on our fronts in our Superman. So kneeling box position. Extend one arm, opposite leg, off we go. Bringing it in, chain leg. That's good, keeping that going nice and steady. Even though we're sort of working in blocks, almost like an interval type format, we keep our usual pace and control. That's good, couple more. Last ones. And bringing that down. So over onto your side, extend it out nice and long, arm under the head, legs long and straight, feet just off the floor if you can, hand in front for balance if you need, and that single leg lift. Try and remember which side you're on, because next time round you're going on the other side. That's it. That's good. A few more. And bringing that down. Okay, you're over onto your back, into that tabletop position. So we've got our feet up. I want you to take your hands up towards the ceiling as well. So what we're going to do is a leg extension. So a single leg just will point forwards, bring it in. What I want to do is take the opposite arm diagonally back, not all the way back. So you're going to be in that position, bring it in, and opposite. Let's go. That's good, keep it nice and controlled. So it's just one arm and the opposite leg that are moving. So it's a slight variation. So cross between your toe tap and your leg slide. If you do find this hard or pulling you back, go into either of those two options. Your toe tap or your leg slide on the floor. Excellent. A few more. Do 2 more each leg. And bringing that in. Okay, so we're back over into our Superman. So over into that kneeling box again, starting with the basic Superman, then you're onto your leg lift on the other side, and back into that leg extension. So when we're ready, let's take it in position, and off we go. Nice and long and straight, keeping that back level. That's a really good, nice long extension. Imagine somebody's got hold of your hand, somebody else has got your foot and they're stretching you long. That's good, a couple more. So there's one more each side. And bringing that in. Over onto your sides again. So try and remember which leg you worked last time. That's it, extend out. Legs nice and long and straight. Feet off the floor if you can. Resting on that hip and raising that leg. Making sure those hips are stacked, so we're not falling forwards or back. Keeping one on top of the other. Toe trying to keep it pointing forwards rather than up to the sky. That's it, really good. Keep that movement going. Excellent, a few more times. That's it, good. 2 more. And bringing that down. Over onto your back. So then we're laying back. Bring those feet to tabletop. Hands pointing up to the sky. So we're going to extend that leg forwards, drop the opposite arm back. That's really good. Think about your lower back. Is it starting to arch away from the mat? You need to engage that core more, keep that back in its natural position on the mat. Which is not necessarily flat and touching. If you've got quite a curve in your spine, you want to keep it as it naturally is. But try not to let it exaggerate and that curvature grow. That's good. more times. Do really well. Good. 2 more each leg. Then on to our next block. And we're going to bring those in, have a little stretch. Okay, so this next time, your next 3 exercises, we're going to do your arm and leg lift on your front. So that's laid on your front, elbows up in that position, you raise one arm, opposite leg lifts. You're then going to, on your side, we're doing the knee drop. So it's a leg lift, knee drop in front, leg lift and down. And then we're going to do, on our backs, a roll back. So starting that sitting up position, gently rolling ourselves back up. Obviously I'll demo each one as we go anyway. So starting on your front, face down on your mat, with those arms up at 90 degrees. So right arm, left leg, off we go. So it's not a huge high lift. You can either keep your head slightly lifted or resting on the floor. You've got a yoga block or a rolled up jumper or something ideal just to rest your forehead on. That's good, keep that going. A few more times. Good, one more each side. And resting that down. So over onto our sides. Starting in the same position as last time, with those legs extended nice and long, hand under your head, other hand in front for balance if we need. We're going to start, so we lift, we drop in front, we lift together, up, drop, up, together. Trying to make sure we keep those hips stacked, so we're not rolling forwards or back. Again, make a note of which way you're facing, so that on your next time round, we're working the other hip. That's good. Keeping that going now, nice, steady movement. Good, 2 more. Last ones. And resting that down. Okay, so over onto your back. You're going to start in that sitting position. So sitting up, back nice and straight, hands forwards. So just a basic roll back, bringing it up. Just as far back as you feel comfortable. Control, nice and steady. If you are going nearly all the way back to the mat, try and stop just before you touch down. That's it. Excellent, a few more. That's good, we'll do two more. Then we're on to our second lap. Bringing that up. Good. Back over onto your front then. Back for that arm and leg lift. Face down, elbows up to 90 degrees. Raise one leg, opposite arm off the ground. Let's go. Remember, we keep that steady pace, that controlled movement. That's really good, nice and steady. It's not a high lift. We're only talking maybe 10, 20 centimetres with that arm. Forearm stays parallel to the ground. That's good, a few more. Excellent, one more each side. And bring that down. Onto your side again. Make sure you're on the other side than you were the first lap. So if you're pointing the other way or facing the opposite wall, feet just off the ground, hand under the head, hand in front for balance. Let's lift, drop in front. Up, drop, up, together. If you do find that the emphasis is coming off the hip and glute, you'll probably find that you've rolled backwards onto your bum. So make sure you've got those hips stacked. That's it, excellent. Really good, a few more. Good, let's have two more. Last one. And resting that down, good. Over, onto your bum, bring yourself into that sitting up position. So nice and straight, got that back tall, knees bent, hands forwards, and let's roll it back. Making sure we curl that spine. We're not just pivoting straight at the hips, we're rolling and curling down, curling ourselves back up, aiming for that C shape in our spine. That's it. Excellent, a few more times. Good, two more. One more. And Okay, so this time, for the exercise on our fronts, we're going to do that VW. So we're going to start, blade face down wide, we're going to lift, squeeze back, extend and down. We're going to add the heel tap straight in from the start. So between each arm action, we're going to do 8 heel taps. So 1 arms, 8 heel taps. On our sides, we're going to do that clamshell or muscle shell movement. So knees bent up, opening the top leg, up. And our third exercise, on our backs we're doing a leg raise. So we're laid out flat, with our hands tucked under our bum, we're going to be bringing those knees in, but from a laid back position. Again, just copy me when we get to them. We're starting face down for those VWs. When we're ready, 1 arm action, 8 heel taps. Let's go. Squeeze back, extend and down, and 1, 2, 7, 8 heel taps. Hey, that's it, excellent. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together as you come into that W, extend back, then it's the heels. Good, keeping that going. 1 arm action. And down. 8 heel taps. Squeeze those bum cheeks together. Really good. Squeezing the shoulders. Extend, lower, and heels. That's it, couple more. Good, last one. And relax that down. Over onto your side then. So laid on our side, hand extended under the head, other hand in front for balance, but knees bent up. We're going to raise those knees and feet just off the floor if we can. We open out that top knee. Keeping those hips stacked. Imagine you're up against the wall or a piece of furniture so you can't roll back onto your bum. So using all those muscles around the hip and bum to lift and open that knee. Feet stay together as the pivot point. That's excellent. Good, 2 more. And resting that down. Okay, over onto your back. I want you to lay back, hands on the mat, tucked just under the bum, legs nice and long and straight. We're going to lift the feet off the ground, bring them in that semicircular movement. If you do find that really difficult, you can just slide the feet in along the floor. But if you can lift and bring them in, fantastic. To trace the same pattern coming in as they do going back out. Try to breathe in as they come in, breathe out as you go back. That's it, good. Really good, a few more times. Excellent, 2 more. our back down. So we're back over onto our fronts now, into that VW movement. So remember, one arm action to 8 of your heel taps. As soon as you're in position, off you go. So we lift, we squeeze back, we extend, down and heels. Good, just keeping that pattern going. 1 on the upper body, 8 on the heels. That's it, nicely done. So when we're doing those heel taps, we're keeping those really nice, long, straight legs. That lifting movement starts in the lower back, goes through the glutes and hamstrings, and then we're squeezing those feet together using the glutes and the inner thighs. That's it. Excellent. Two more. Last one. And relax down onto your sides again. So into that clamshell, muscle cell movement. Arm under the head, hand in front for balance. Knees and feet lifted. And let's open that top knee. Keeping those hips stacked. So we try not to roll backwards onto the bum at all. If you do need to rest the bottom knee down on the floor, absolutely fine. We can do that as a modification. But if you can, keep them lifted. Excellent, well done. That's it. Really good, 2 more. And rest that down. So back onto your back again. Resting back, legs extended, hands just tucked under the bum. Bringing those feet in. That's really good. Nice steady movement. If you do need to take that lower option and just bring those feet in, that's absolutely fine as well. Working to our own levels. That's it, 2 more. Last one. And resting that down. Okay, last block. Just got time. So we're over onto our fronts for a torso raise. We're going to go straight into taking it into the high one. So we're going to start in that position. We're going to raise that torso, gradually straighten the arms, bring it back down. On your sides, we're going to open the door. So we lay it on our side, we're opening the arm out. Bring it back together, and on our backs we're going to roll ourselves up. Okay, so in position for your first one, for your torso raise. Face down, arms at 90 degrees. Let's go. Going up and extend. Slowly down. Use those muscles in the back to lift as high as you can before the arms finish the movement for the stretch. So about 2/3 of the movement should be all the muscles in your back, arms just join in for the last bit. Excellent, 2 more. One more. And bring that down. Onto your side. So we've got our knees bent up. Arm extend out to the side, other hand on top. We're going to open that up, reach over. Eyes follow your hand. Bring it back together. We're a little bit short on time, so what we're going to do is do 2 more of these open doors and roll over, change sides, and we'll finish on your next exercise. So bring that back together, roll over or spin yourself round. We'll carry on with the open door, but on the other side. So opening up that chest and shoulders. So we'll do 2 more. Last one. Good, bring that together. Over onto your backs now. So last exercise. Extend it out long and straight. Hands behind the head. We're going to roll ourselves up. So hands come over. When you see your hands, lift the head, tuck the chin, curling yourself up and towards those toes. Slowly back, curl that spine all the way back. Hands over and down. Good. So tucking that chin, rolling the shoulders, curling that spine towards the toes and slowly back. Gradually undoing that curl. That's it. We're going to do 2 more. One more time. So we're lifting, curling up. We're going to reach for those toes and we're going to hold. So whether that's holding your toes, your ankles, your knees, wherever you can get to. You have a nice stretch. And then sit it up. Bring your feet together. Letting the knees drop out. Use your elbows if you want to take that stretch a little further. That's good. Now just relax the feet wherever's comfortable, hands together. Reach out in front, pulling those shoulder blades apart. Take that reach up above the head. And then round and behind the back, chest forward, shoulder blades together. Excellent. Slowly up onto your feet. Picking one foot up. Doing that thigh stretch. And change. It's good. Take one foot back. Do that calf and eye stretch. Excellent, and spin that round. And then back to centre. We're going to take that down, nice and high. One last time. Down low, up onto those toes. Reach for the sky for 3, 2, 1. And relax it there, well done.